Hello everyone, this is Shrek. So today I'm gonna talk about the Python basics for uh, experienced programmer or any other language programmers. So for this, I'm not gonna waste my time for explaining how to install Python and how to install any code editor or IDE. As of this part, I'm gonna use the Python 3.11 version and the VS Code. So open the project in a VS Code, open and create a main.py file. Remember the extension .py, main.py. You can name it anything. Just don't put any space in it. Here, the hello world program. Let's start with the print function. Hello world, print and hello world with the double quotes without any semicolon. Let's open our terminal. I think some issues happening for opening the terminal. Let's just change it to the command line, command prompt. Okay, let's reopen. Fabulous. Okay, let me just show you the version first. Python base minus minus version. Okay, so for running our program, just Python space main.py. As you can see, we are not using any int main or static void main compared to any other programming language, and we can also use the single quotes instead of the double quotes. See, single quotes are working fabulous without any issues. Okay, let me just remove this part. Let me just show you the comments also. In Python, the comments are start with the hashtag instead of the slash double slash. It start with the hashtag. You can write upside or downside of the program, like here. Not gonna work, run here also, but you cannot add the at start of the line because it will create an issue. But for multi-line comment, you can use this format also, like three times double quotes or three times single quotes. Anything between there, it will not run by our compiler. It is just for us to understand what that line does. Now, I think I should put in a example also here. Okay, let's print function inside the comment and outside comment also. Okay, let's run hello world and calling from outside. See, the inner part did not run actually. Let's remove all of this. Now let's talk about the variable and data types. Now in Python, you don't have to provide the data type beforehand while writing. Let's tell details, something like my age, my name, Shrikant, integer, then the string, and also the variable names are case sensitive. So same name but capitalization is different in our program. Here is also decimal 2.6. See, and for boolean data type we use this format here. Yeah, as you can see here, we use T capital. We don't use F small or T small. We use capital, and we can also put the multiple parameters in our print function. See, age 25 and something else. It automatically adds the space, but here I didn't add. We can overwrite it by something else. See, it also adds the end line automatically, which is /n, but you can overwrite it by something else. Like here I have added 2/n. See, two new lines. Let's show the data types. Now Python automatically handles the data types assigning by its garbage collector. It's something decimal and some is. Let me show you the type. See, type integer, type string, type float, and type boolean. So it automatically handles the data types. We can add the data types if you want. It's just for us to understand, like it is syntactical sugar or helps in intelligence, but it's not mandatory. Okay, the whatever it is. Okay, let's talk about now. Sorry. And another type of writing the integers. And let me show you. Here I have wrote 2000, but if I put the comma, it not gonna understand. But if I put the underscore, it's still understood as 2000. It will automatically convert it to the without any underscore. It's just us to understand, like if you are using too many type of like delimiters, we can use I think some issues are okay. So but if you accidentally put the comma instead of underscore, it will become 1 0 and 0 container. Container is a like a list of data. It contains group of data, not the single variable. Okay, group of data, not the list. List is incorrect word. Here 1 0 and 0 group of data of three values differently. But if I put underscore, it become a one value. Let me just show you a list data directly. It's similar to an array, but it can hold multiple type of data, not only the single data type. And we can expand or increase or decrease its length. It's not come from like a, it's not needed to provide any how many data values we are gonna use. If we wanna print a value at any position, we can just call it by its index, as same as like a array from another languages. Like 0 is for first value, the 1 is next second value, 2 is third value, and so on. But if we go out of range, it will gonna show an error, like here 5 value. Okay, 5 is the last one. If I put the 6, see, it create an error. But I can use -1 also here. If I put -1, it start counting from the last. -1 become the last one, -6 become the first one. But if I go out of range in minus also, it will show an error here also. Now there is another container type of data type, which is tuple, similar to a list, but it have two methods of writing it, like with the round brackets and without the round brackets. And we can also call them the values by their indexes, like 0. Let me show you. See, tuple value 1. Now if you think why do we need a tuple if we have list? Like, let me just show you. We can update any part of any index from a list, but we cannot update any value of at any index. Okay, it will just show an error because the container of the tuple have mutable type of data, like like similar to a constant. In a C++, there is a constant values, but in a Java, I think the final is like a value. But the container, the tuple value can be updated, but the value under the tuple, like index by indexes, we cannot update. Okay, this is the thing. See, notions for updating values, like tuple value become automatically string. It's a dynamically typed language, so we can change our data type of variables within the program. We don't have to remove a data type, remove a variable, then create the variable with the same name for new data type. It's not necessary. It's it have a garbage collector, so you don't have to put any data type name beforehand. it will automatically understand most of the time. Like here, if I try to print the sum value type, it shows an str below the updated value. But let me just comment this. There is also a boolean value like true and false. As you can see, T and F are capital here, and there is also an none, which is similar to a null, null. It mostly used for the value that does not exist or undefined, instead of using the 0 or empty values, empty string. Okay. Now, if I want to join some strings, I can use the plus values as same as like here I'm gonna join this strings full name by first name plus last name, print full name. Okay, it's automatically joined completely, so I have to add extra space also here or so. But if I try to add non-string data type in it, it will show an error because the concatenate by plus is only happen for the strings mostly. So I have to change the typecast the data type of age. Like, let me show you. Here the type of 24 is integer, but if I put it under the typecasting str22, it shows an string instead. See, we have converted this age to string. Let me just show you an age by calculating here birth year minus the current year. 4085. Oh, I should put it at here as actually current year minus the birth year. Okay, the 25. See, there is an also string typecasting we can use, like, and we can update it like a float also, like a float. But there is also a boolean type. Here the complex happens, like the blank means something, the 0 means something else. Like here the hello word, the word hello is true, the 0 is false, and empty is also a false, and the direct value of 0 is false, but anything non-zero is true for a numerical value. So for boolean it's a complicated thing, like where we can use it like for input data type, like getting the data from the user. Here we use the input data type. In C or C++, there is a scanf or cin function, but here the direct function named is input. It let me show you. Enter the data. Here I have to type like Shrikant, and user given the input Shrikant. See, and let me just show you data type created by the input, which is always str. See, even if I put number, it still shows in str string. So I have to just typecast the data type with the int input data. See, now if I add 55, see, integer. If I add any word, it will show an error because it cannot be converted to a string, typecasted to a string. Float. Now I can also use any other languages for any other purposes, like boolean, float, etc. Now I have some details about Python programming also. Like people consider like Python is built for very beginner users, but it's actually created for the professional programmer who know already how to write a program. It just they just remove the part of the reinventing each and every part, like tuple, list, and something like that. And uh, cons is considered as it's very simple language and it's made for kids, but it's false actually. It's not for kids, but it's for the professional programmers. And by syntax wise, it does not use any semicolon, does not use the brackets or for containerizing any section of the code. It will be talked about like in future videos, I think. By the way, thank you for watching video.